Hello class, welcome to our lesson for today. We are still on Commercial Mathematics 1. Our subtopic for today is income tax. Now this is a very long topic or subtopic. It will take us a while to cover this to some level of satisfaction. But I hope we will bear with this, and as always try to read ahead, ask questions in our communication. So, remember what we've been talking about. Our topic of Commercial Arithmetic 1, you learned in Form 1, is about profit, loss, discount, commission, and currency exchange. While our topic in Form 3 is about simple interest, which we have dealt with, compound interest, same thing, appreciation, depreciation, we've done that, hire purchase, we are just dealt with that, and then now from today we start on income tax. So in our last lesson we described what income tax is, what hire purchase is, and we did have some few examples to help us understand that. Now, with through revision questions. Today we'll be talking about defining what this is all about, the income tax, and have a few relevant examples. Now, we'll have this in several parts, two parts. This is our first part. In part 1, we start with this. We are going to define a few terms throughout the lesson. First and foremost, income. Income is the money paid to a person for an equivalent amount or value of work done, or the privilege that is given, and we count it in monetary terms as income. By privilege I mean, let's say someone is working and has been given a house. That's a privilege which can be quantified in monetary terms, though it's not paid money, but it can be expressed in monetary terms. Someone has been given a car, driving himself, or has been given a chauffeur to drive him. That's a privilege given because of the work that he or she is doing, and can be expressed in monetary terms as income. Now, what is tax? Tax is money charged on the earning of a person in order to provide a needed service, and is usually taken by the relevant governing authorities. In this case, it will be Kenya Revenue Authority in Kenya, IRS in the US, Internal Revenue Services, and all that. We define now a combination of that. What is income tax? Now, income tax is the money paid to the local administrative authorities from the income earned to provide a particular societal service or services. So you're working, that's a service provided, you're providing some goods. So the money that is paid to you, you need to pay tax. That's what we call income tax. Earnings are any of the various forms of income from work done. Now, by earnings, we'll talk about a few things. Earning means basic salary, it means allowances, and also it means privileges and all that. All those are earnings, especially in terms of money, in monetary terms. We are still going on with our definitions. What do you mean by basic salary? Basic salary is the regular amount of money earned for some work done, and the money is earned weekly or monthly or every 3 months, every 6 months, etc. Now understand this. This is the normal amount of money paid to someone for work done or for services that is expected. Now, why do I say that sometimes it's paid weekly, monthly, quarterly? There are countries, like again, in Europe or in the US, many countries pay their workers weekly. Now, some of us are probably very big fans of soccer or basketball and all that. Now, a good example of a league that many of us like in this world is the English Premier League. The footballers that we see there, when they pay a contract, they sign a contract which guarantees them to be paid a certain amount of money weekly. £50,000, £100,000, 200, 250, 300, 350,000 pounds weekly. Okay? quite some money. In most countries like Kenya, we pay people monthly. There are again some countries, I know this again for football, like in the Spanish Liga, some of the highest paid footballers are paid every 2 months, every 3 months, or every 6 months. So the regular amount of money paid over a certain set period, that's what you call basic salary. There are other allowances for traveling, they call them per diem and all that, house allowance, entertainment allowance and all that. Those are different. That's what we call allowances. Extra earnings awarded based on the basic income for specific purposes due to the nature of the work that is done. Due to the nature of the work that is done. Now again, understand here, if someone works and then you get what you call, you don't get a house, but you're given a house allowance, which is maybe 10% or 20% of the basic salary, you get that as an allowance. You're given what you call travel allowance, which is 50% of the basic salary, or something like that. You're given medical allowance if they don't give you health cover. So money that are paid, which is a percentage of the basic income, that's what you call allowances. And I understand that allowances can be paid in terms of money or in terms of a service. Like I've told you, you can be given a car, you can be given a laptop computer for working with, okay? All those kind of things, allowances. Then, what do we mean by taxable income? Now understand in this topic, in this subtopic, to understand it, we need to define these things first. Go through them. Once we understand them, it will be easier for us to come to the workout. Taxable income is the sum of the basic salary and all the allowances that are earned by a particular worker. Taxable income, the sum of the basic salary and allowances. Relief. Relief is money rebated to the worker who is being taxed as an incentive to, for example, get insurance cover, raise a family, and other uses. Now, what do I mean by incentive or rebate? Rebate is what has been taken from you, then a fraction of it is given back. That's what you call rebate. Now, in most countries like Kenya, we do what we call insurance relief. Anyone who was taking, let's say, some life insurance or something, is supposed to be paying some money monthly to the insurance company or annually, yearly. They pay it at once. So because the government would like to encourage the citizens to take that insurance, they rebate you how much you pay the insurance up to a certain amount. Beyond that, they don't give you back. Okay, so that's what's called insurance relief. There are countries which will give people what you call marriage relief to encourage people to get married. There are countries which will give what you call child relief to encourage people to get children. Those are countries with very low population growth. So relief is that money is given back as an incentive for a particular function to the person who is earning money and paying taxes. So that's what we have done, what we have covered in the first part. In the first part, we have talked about what we mean by the following terms. We have talked about what we mean by relief, money given back to a person or to the person who is working to achieve a specific function. Okay? We have talked about what we mean by taxable income. And we say the taxable income is the sum of basic salary and total allowance. So get those words. Relief. Relief. Money given back as from the tax which is supposed to be taken. We have talked about taxable income, which is the sum of the basic salary and total allowances earned. We have talked about allowances, extra earnings that are awarded on the basic income. Basic salary is the regular amount of money earned periodically for work done or service offered. Earnings is any of the various forms of income that is obtained from the work done. Okay. Income tax is the money paid to local administrative authorities from income earned to provide particular societal service. Tax is the money charged on the earning of a person in order to provide a needed service, and is usually taken by relevant government authorities. Two things are certain in this life. One of them is that you have to pay taxes as long as you are living. Income is money paid to a person for an equivalent amount of work done. Okay? Good. So, we have talked about those ones. Income tax, that's the third one. Earnings, the fourth one. Basic salary, the fifth. Allowances, the sixth. Taxable income, the seventh. Relief, the eighth. And then that means part one.